Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of me plight. For at the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. Me body is all black and blue, me face a deathly grey, and I write this note to say why Murphy's not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. But to toss them down from such a height,
let me correct this.
was not a...
Hold on. No, shush. You be quiet, you. I didn't trip. I was sabotaged by very... we're not calling me Gimpy. Gimpy is not a thing. You've never said that before. Don't start Gimpy now. Also, hello, Dapper. And Atini. What do you mean I'm 60 seconds late? Oh, maybe you mean... You read the excuse? Dapper, I don't see you in chat for a little while, and you come back, and you're immediately giving me abuse. I feel hurt. I do. And I just want to make sure that that is known. No, Jay is convinced that after my video that I did last week, where I made a couple of jokes that were a little spicy, that the government have basically tried to take me out. And it's possible. I'm not going to lie. It's a possibility. But it's like nothing changes. No. I don't expect special treatment. I just expect sympathy. I would like to think you'd give me a little bit of sympathy. Like, just pour all of your sympathy onto me, please. That's what I want. Most of me, anyway. I appreciate that, Dapper. This is probably not going to be a real, like, not a proper stream. It's just, I'm testing to see how long I can sort of sit, like this, before I really need to move, because it's not comfortable at the minute. My leg is sort of here, just to the side, and I just want to see how long I can sort of do. It might be half an hour, might be an hour, might be 2 hours, I don't know. But, oh god, I've only really been able to sit in one spot for like 20 minutes before it starts to ache. It's this like really sort of pulsing ache in my bone, and like I have to reposition it. It's not fun. It's not fun. But we're doing what we can. And good god, you know I fucked up when a teenie says something nice to me. When a teenie says stream what you can, I done fucked up. But thank you all for popping on. I appreciate it. I got a lot of very nice messages. But it is true, I did fall into a hole. And I did snap my leg. In 2 pieces. And it was not a fun time. It was not a fun time. And I was in that much pain at the hospital that they ended up giving me ketamine. And I'm just going to say this now. I do not understand why the fuck anybody recreationally takes ketamine. It's fucking horrendous. It really is horrible. So that they could, like, kind of straighten my leg, because my leg was, like, you know, floppy. Basically, the shin snapped, my leg was floppy. So, you put, yes! Atini, thinking about lifting heavy weights right now makes me cringe, because I immediately think of bone snapping. So I'm not going to think about that too much, but well done. Where was I? Oh yeah, ketamine. So, to get me to move, because my leg was all floppy, like, they had to straighten it up. Too much pain, so they had to basically completely fuck me up. So they fucked me up, right? And as far as I was aware, I was no longer alive. See, when I was under ketamine and they were straightening my leg out, as far as everybody else could see, I was still sort of conscious, but not really feeling what was going on. In my head, that's not what was happening. What was happening in my head was, I was having an existential crisis. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead, and that I was in a tiny mental box, reliving the same 10 seconds over and over and over again, and that was just my fate now, and that I died and it was over and that was just going to be it for the rest of time. And so I guess that was it. It was over. And that felt like it went on for a long fucking time. And obviously, I didn't die. I'm here. But I believe I went into what many people call a ket. What is it? Like a ket hole? Or something? Not fun. Don't recommend it. It's fucking horrible. No, the K-hole. No, I don't like being... That K-hole. Yeah, that's it. No, I don't like being in the K-hole. The K-hole gave me an existential crisis. I didn't like it. Look, Zarko, if I'm going to do it, mate, I'm just going to go full hog, you know? It's, this is not... I don't feel like this... Maybe this is a fetish. I don't know. Zarko, maybe this is the way to start off with it. Don't know. We'll test the waters, maybe. You know. Yeah, to be honest with you, like, minor drug use or, like, any minor anything that gets you, like, in a good mood, I get that totally. But this was not nice. This was horrible. Like, this was like being in a different dimension, and it's really hard to explain unless I think you've maybe gone through something similar as well. But I've seen somebody going through, like, a K-hole before, and I've seen them going through it, and I've always wondered, like, I wonder what that feels like. That doesn't look particularly fun. And now I've experienced it myself, I can tell you, like, I don't get it. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. I didn't enjoy it. And maybe, obviously, I was not in the right frame of mind, you know? I was in agony. I was being... Like, I had my leg being fucking pulled around and bones being straightened out and shit. So yes, I probably wasn't in a right frame of mind to have a great time on Ket. With that said, it didn't exactly make me want to ever go anywhere near it ever again. So, if there's any benefits that have come out of this, alright? I am now petrified of hard drugs. So, that's a positive, I think. I think we can all agree that's a good thing. And you've had some herb before? Oh, yeah, weed, I guess. Honestly, weed, to me, all weed does for me, really, makes me drowsy and makes me hungry. That's it. I don't find weed that fun. I'm not an actual weenie. Fuck off. But also, I'm quite happy not touching string theory. And I wonder if LSD is more, I don't know. Do you think LSD is more pleasant? Ketamine is not pleasant. I'm sorry, that was not pleasant. It was horrendous. And also, ever since that was on, when was that? That would have been, like, Thursday night. Ever since then, I had these, like, for the next couple of days, I had these little mini sort of, not daydreams, I can't even really describe what they are, but it's like I would go sort of into myself mentally, and it would feel like I was going back into the K-hole again. It only lasts for a few seconds, but yeah, that shit fucked me up for a couple of days. LSD would take me out. You gotta remember as well, Logia, like, I was not in a good place when I was not in a good state. Like, I'd just gone through, like, a pretty heavy trauma. My blood pressure was through the fucking roof. In fact, the nurses were panicking about my blood pressure when they checked it because it was so high. You're phrasing it dramatically for the sake of comedy, but I mean it. Made the voices quiet. Apparently, honestly, Dapper, for some people, it does help. Like, I'm not anti-weed at all. It isn't really something that does much for me, at least not in the way that I've tried it, but I'm not anti-weed. I mean, I have to say that I've got Jay in the chat, and if I said that I was anti-weed when Jay was in the chat, he might actually manifest just in the room right now and beat the shit out of me. So, you know. Wolfie! Coffee is brewing. I'm a little bit jealous, can't lie. How you doing, buddy? I was thinking of giving you a little Discord call, Wolfie, but your Discord thing says that you're offline all the time, so I didn't know if you were actually there or not. So I didn't want to be like, I'm just going to call him anyway. Boop. Didn't want to do that. But, right, give me a minute, because it's already hurting. This is what I was worried about. Hang on. Yeah, your Discord says you're offline. Ugh. This is what I mean. It's not fun. I think if I could just move a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's it. That's better. Oh, fuck. You'll fix that. Oh, so you weren't offline. Shit. Yeah, I was going to give you a little buzz, but, like, it said you were offline, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to try him if he's not actually there. So, yeah, I thought I'd hang out for a little bit, see, let everybody know I'm not dead. And, I think what I might do during this period is put, like, still try and do some streams, but I think I might try and focus on videos more, because videos are going to be a lot easier to do while I'm like this. The videos are going to be, of the two, they're both going to be difficult, but videos are going to be better than, like, streams. Because streams are going to be so fucking hard. But, oh, I appreciate that. Dead chicken? One dead chicken? I'm just going to call you chicken. Chick. I appreciate that, chick. I am alive, yeah. I mean, it would be very embarrassing if I had died to a hole in the ground. Now, I'm pretty convinced at this point that my death is going to be an embarrassing death. But I don't want to die to a hole in the ground. It just does not seem like a, I don't want that on my tombstone. Here lies Steve. He fell in a hole. Just not... No. I want something a little better than that. I want something that grabs your attention, at least. Oh, dear. The Americans show where when they... Oh, my word. Yeah, but if you're at war, that's different, you know? Just wheeling down the street is not as dramatic as being at war, is it, Teeny? Come on, man. If my tombstone isn't one last middle finger, why even bother? Exactly. I said the same thing about my last ever YouTube video. My final ever YouTube video is going to be a nuclear YouTube video where I just do all of the... I break all of the rules in one go. Why am I not watching Fish Tank live? Because I didn't know Fish Tank was live, if I'm being honest. But to be honest with you, I didn't even know that was still going, if I'm being honest with you, either. Oh god, this is not good. I'm wheelie gone. I feel like I will have used that joke already, though, by the time I'm dead. I've probably used that joke already. I need something original on my tombstone. No? Keep a running list of TOS. Yeah. It's just you will know if I am ever truly serious about leaving the internet, because I will just do, like, a nuclear video. I've said this for a long time. I will just drop a video where I just break so many rules. And then I'll just leave, and you'll never hear from me again. It probably will never happen, but if I ever get to the point where I'm like, I'm just done with being on the internet, I don't ever want to do it anymore, then, yeah. You gotta go out with a bang. I believe very muchly in going out with a bang. Last day? Oh, I'll be honest with you. It's not something I really keep up with, if I'm being honest with you, mate. I'm leaving to do something in the special people jail and do something illegal. I don't want to do something on my last YouTube video ever that will get me into, like, prison. I'm thinking more about breaking, like, YouTube rules rather than society rules, to be honest. Can we have a bit backward music? Hang on. We can get some jazz going on. Jazz is... I don't know. People always said to me when I've done videos, they like the jazz music. So, let's just do some jazz. That's louder than I thought it was going to be. That's also not what I meant. What's that? There we go. Let's leave that. But, oh, sorry. Comment in Discord and make sure you're doing well. No, yeah, I'll talk to you. I will talk to you off stream, Wolfie. But yeah, Jay is a daily talker, but Chicken, you and Jay might get on very well. I don't know. Like, he is somebody who does it a lot. I'll say that much. Why 5 PM, Chicken? I'm curious. Why is 5 PM like the cutoff? You can't be asked to deal with... Yeah, but... I suppose No, I don't know. I'm not even going to go into it. If I ever go nuclear, I will be okay. I'll just decide, you know what, fuck it, I'm doing it. Hey, Mercy Babes, how are you doing, man? Been a little while since I've seen you around. I've been Mirth, where have you been? I've been playing Dispatch and you haven't been in there. I was like, Mirth will come around for Dispatch. I know Mirth will come around for Dispatch. And then he didn't come around. Well, I think I've only got one more stream of Dispatch doing. I do still want to finish Dispatch, by the way. I know nobody fucking likes Dispatch, but I do still want to finish it. Because I did say that I'd play it all the way through. So... Hello, Irish. Some callback? I never said I was calling back Irish. I said I'll call you later. I said I'll talk to you later, I mean. Not call you later, I mean I'll talk to you later. Honestly. These Irish people. So fucking demanding. But, yeah, so anyway. ETA, it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks until the leg is, like, no longer, you know, in bits, at least, minimum. Alright, Foxy. Well, thank you, Foxy. Appreciate it. You're not sticking around. There was a titty, Jay. Yeah, there was a titty. I shouldn't really say it, should I? Because I technically, I did break TOS when I was playing Dispatch. That was another whoopsie. But we won't say how we broke TOS. But we did. You're busy this evening? Unacceptable, Foxy. What am I even paying you for, man? Unbelievable. You was wondering how that was going to go. I think on Dispatch there is actually a way to censor it, but I just don't see the fucking point. If I'm gonna play a game, I want to play the game in all of its glory. You know? I think there was also like a blared dick at one point, but I think it was blared enough that it wasn't really a problem. There is a sense of emoji. Yeah, but again, that's not fun. I think most people in this chat will agree with me. If you're gonna play a game with titties, you might as well have the titties, right? What's the point in playing a game with boobies if you then blare out or block the boobies? I just don't see the point. Personally. Mirth. Typical Mirth. I feel like Mirth could have recommended a lot worse. There is only very, very minor tittage, to be fair. Like, very minor tittage. Playing Zenless Zone Zero. I don't know what that is. What is a dirty bed game? Oh, Mirthy Babes. We got a lot to teach you, my man. You haven't been on that side of Steam, clearly. Yeah, I just don't really understand. What I never understand about TOS like that is websites like Twitch. Oh, I'm sorry, I just read something. You live in Oklahoma, so 5 PM is the cutoff because if I smoke all day, it can really mess with my depression. That's fair. That's fair. I was looking to see if you responded, because I was like, I bet he told me why. But, let's go there, we go. Sorry, just sorting some stuff out. The movie Misery is... Oof, Jesus. That gets grim. Starting a plumbing job in the morning, I need to go to get things sorted for that. That's fair. They tried to kill me. JR, they tried to kill me, but they failed. They failed. The fucks. But I hope that goes alright, mate. Oh, you read Misery? Better news. But yeah, anyway, 6 weeks, and I think I'll be back fully to normal. Fingers crossed. I can't really do the fingers crossed thing, but you know what I mean. Cross your fingers for me, please, because I can't really do it. There we go, that sort of works. Oh dear. So, that's basically it. I wish it was more dramatic. I wish I could come on here and be like, guys, you won't believe what happened to me. That resulted in like a snapped leg. But it really was just I fell in a hole. No good. No fun. Also, it's the second time in my life that I've fallen in a hole. And you know what they say? Everything comes in threes. So now I am petrified that there's going to be a third hole in my life. And I don't like that. Maybe the third one is what gets me. Maybe it's the third hole that finally finishes me off. But still. No, yeah. I will say this again. Because I can people still mentioning it. If I'm going to play a game with Titty, I want to play the game with Titty. Oh, that's what I was saying before I got distracted. Twitch, and websites like Twitch, they're not really meant to be for kids anyway, right? At least for teenagers. And I think teenagers can accept Titty. I think teenagers, when you're a teenager, I think boobs are acceptable. I think you can... I don't think your mind is going to explode at the sight of booby. Alright? So... I just feel like I don't really understand the, for want of a better term, hard-on for, you know, Twitch is just retarded. It just is. Fox, to be fair, if I could cut my legs off and have a more simpler life, I would do it. But unfortunately, that's not something that's an option. At least not on the NHS. The NHS aren't very fond of sawing your legs off. Don't know why, but they're just not. They're just awkward, really, aren't they? Don't do what I need. And also, that's not even true. My legs do technically work, sort of, kind of, in a way. They move. You know, they move. Jay, you've liked boobs. I know. We all know that Jay likes boobs. Whoa, whoa, Suruptic, what are you doing? Are you going after my fucking Wolfie again? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Please. But, yeah, has anybody in here, like, has anybody actually snapped a bone in two before? Like, I can't be the only person in, like, out of everyone here who has snapped a bone. Like, I'm talking snapped a bone to the point where, like, you hear the snap outwardly, like, just in, you know, audibly, I mean. Never? Oh, Jay, you have. It always blows, because I've been in hospitals so many times in my life, I always find it weird when people say to me, I've never been in a hospital, I've never stayed in a hospital, and it always blows my fucking mind. Because to me, staying in a hospital is just something that happens in life. But for most people, apparently, that's not a normal thing. Left arm? Which part of your left arm? Like, this? Or like this? Because this would be much worse. Like this, I feel like that would heal quite quick. But this bone here, that would be nasty. Just fractures? Yeah, fractures, I mean, fractures are gnarly as well. Don't get me wrong, fractures are gnarly as fuck. But that was the thing that caught me out about the shin. I literally heard the snap. Like, I felt it, obviously. but I heard the snap, and that was when immediately I was like, well, that's fucked. I've snapped that in two. Like, there was no doubt about it in my mind. Never been in a hospital for more than a few. So I believe you, Foxy. It's just that, to me, I've spent so much of my life in hospitals, especially when I was younger, that the idea of someone never ever having stayed in a hospital by the time they reach like their 30s is fucking bizarre to me. I was not really using it anyways. True. But that just makes it more annoying, Major. You know what I mean? See, if I was using it, then at least I could be like, okay, well, the pain's worth it, because I'm gonna get it back. But the thing is, the pain's not worth it, because I'm still not gonna be able to use it much anyway after the fact. Which is just an insult. It's an insult to injury. Oh dear. So, oh yeah, see, it's hurting again. I can't sit in one spot for like more than fucking 15 minutes or whatever. Oh dear. So, I do think streaming is going to be a little bit difficult for a while. Ow. Oh. Move. There we go. There we go. How can I get comfortable? I get comfortable for like about 10 minutes, and then it's like, then it starts to just hurt, and then I have to do it again. How drugged up? Right now, not really at all. I'm just on my normal pain relief again now. So I haven't, like, I don't know if you were here when I said about it earlier, Wolfie. I was so drugged up in the hospital that I had an existential crisis and thought I was dead. So I'm kind of a little bit scared of drugs right now. The idea of being drugged up and doped up right now is kind of quite off-putting to me, actually. Oh dear. Yeah, oh, whoa. Hello, look up. Oh, the dog keeps trying. The dog likes to jump on my legs, which is a problem. Come on. No, I don't. Why do people? No, Wolf. Wolf. We'll talk about it later. This was not a fun existential crisis. This was a bad one. No, I haven't. I don't think you can hold me, like, in contempt for saying that I don't like the feeling of a K-hole. I don't think you can hold that against me, can you, really? Oh, man. Oh, Foxy, you take care, buddy. And good luck with the job. But, I mean, look, you know what we can all do, don't you? While I'm a little bit lit up, we can all sit back and we can watch some Dark Side Phil, and you know, because he streams every day, so we could. That's what we could do. You don't need to watch me. You don't need to watch my videos. You don't need to be here for my streams. We'll all just sit back and watch Dark Side Phil, and that'll be some nice, wholesome content, meaningful content at that. And I'm not. Oh, shut up, Jay. Jay fucking acting like he's the king over there. He can take anything. Everyone log over. No. Go to the detractor channels. What's the one that restreams him? I always forget the name of it. There's a channel that just restreams him. And I always forget the name of it, but yeah. The thing is, Wolfie, you gotta remember, I wasn't prepared for it. Like, I wasn't in the right frame of mind for it. Like, I'm sure that if I was in the right frame of mind, yes, it would have been a very different feeling. But most not appropriate comment there. Oh dear, I don't know. It's actually quite funny to me how many people I think online have actually have experienced something like a K-hole. You would think that it would be very, very rare, but it doesn't seem like it's as rare as I maybe thought. It was a bad experience. It was not a fun time, but it was still better than what it would have been like if I wasn't on the drugs, obviously. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. Thank you, Opie. I appreciate it. Oh, ow. Oh dear. All right, Irish. Ow! It twinged. That's when it hurts. It's when it twinges. I get like little muscle twinges every now and then. That's when it hurts. Irish, are you there, Mr. Irishman? Or has he ditched me already? Get that in a minute. Explain a keyhole? Oh god, that's hard. How do I explain the keyhole? It's like going into an alternate dimension where reality is not this anymore. Reality is just shapes and sounds, and it doesn't really make sense, but it makes perfect sense at the time. And I thought that I was living, well, I thought I was dead, and that I was now existing in a tiny, like, conscious hole or box where my consciousness was trapped in this one location. No body, just my consciousness. And that was my experience for the rest of eternity. That was what I thought. And it made sense to me at the time, and I just kind of accepted it. So, or apparently according to Wolf, who watched the movie Party Monster. It is really hard to truly explain what it feels like, I think. Maybe somebody could do it better than me. You know, I'm not exactly experienced with this thing. But that would be that's what it felt like to me, anyway. And like I said, I didn't particularly enjoy it. Go. It takes practice. Maybe it does take practice. I don't know. But I'm not planning on getting that practice. I don't know if you can hear, by the way, my dog's about to get fed. She's hungry. So, she's not very impressed. Is she starving to death in there? Sounds like she's starving to death. Oh, dear. No, not Weenie and not a Gimpy. Come here. Anyway, Irish didn't respond to me, did he? Your mind? What was that? What was that Wolfie said to me? What Wolfie said there? Your mind basically stops processing your sense data properly, and your mind kind of goes into a dream state, nightmare state, and it all feels very real. Yeah, massively real. I'll tell you the other thing as well that I experienced that I still can't quite explain. So maybe someone else, maybe some of you can explain this to me. So, I would hear someone say something to me, like, you know, Steve, what's your address? Right? So I'd hear like a nurse say, Steve, what's your address? And I would go, I would think mentally, I need to respond to that. And I would, at least to me, what I thought, open my eyes to look to respond, and nobody was there. And then I would hear the question again. And then I would hear it again, and again, and again. And then eventually, I would hear myself respond. But by that point, my consciousness is already somewhere else, and it's like I'm experiencing, listening to myself respond from the past. That's how it felt. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that was another part of it as well. And like I would hear things loop like 4, 5, 6 times. It's the weirdest part of it is how quickly your brain, or you just kind of accept it. Like when I was in that space in my head, I very quickly just kind of accepted it. Yeah, brain processing just went all over the fucking shop. But that was the weirdest thing to me, where I would hear someone say something to me, and I felt like I've opened my eyes and there's no one there. What the fuck? So, I don't know. Was someone talking shit? Probably me, to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna, one day, not today, probably, I'm gonna need someone to explain to me the difference between, like, what ketamine does to the brain, what LSD does to the brain, and what DMT does. Because I wouldn't know what the fucking difference was. Like, if it's anything like what I went through, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near it. In truth. It just does not sound appealing at all. Why is my webcam overlaying that? Annoying. Sorry. Slight autistic moment there. I saw my webcam, like, slightly overlaying the thumbnail and it was doing my nothing. But yeah, I think my Twitch says I'm playing Max Payne 3 right now. Just pretend that I'm in bullet time. Pew, pew, pew. Honestly, Atini, as far as that went, as far as the weekend went, you weren't missing out, really. But I don't know about DMT. I don't know if DMT is, like, worse, stronger, or whatever. What's salvia? What? Okay, I don't know what salvia is, I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard of it. Or what, salvia? When I first read that, I thought it said saliva. I've never heard of salvia. DMT is actually... Oh, it's weed. Oh, that's boring. Oh, DMT is the... Oh, okay, yeah. It's the hallucination one. Yeah. See, that's what Ket did to me. It changed the way I was thinking. And, I'm more just kind of hoping it's not had any long-term effects on my brain. Because I did notice, like, even now, mentally, I'm still a bit like, what's the point? I'm gonna die. Like, even now, like, there's still a part of me in my mind that's going through that. It's very odd. But I feel like some of the hallucinogens, like, if you have somebody guiding you, and you're in, like, a good headspace and you're sort of relaxed, I think it could be a fun time. But like I say, I was going through trauma and stuff, so it wasn't a fun time. It was a bad time. Oh dear. Alright guys, I've been here for 40 minutes and now I'm very uncomfortable, so I'm actually going to call it. I just wanted to see how long I could sort of hang out for. And I was hoping to play some game, but I'm not comfy at all. It's all the devil's lettuce. You're not too wrong. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to go lay down, guys, because this is saying too much now. But, I'm gonna try and focus on videos for the next couple of weeks. And, I'll stream as and when I can. I do still want to do Dispatch. We are finishing Dispatch, Wolfie. Don't worry. Even if it's just me and Wolfie, we are finishing Dispatch. But that's why I was trying to get a hold of Irish, because I wanted to know if he was going to be live, so I was going to go and watch him. But, yeah, you all guys take care, and I will, I'll be around more when I'm able to actually sit like this for longer. But I appreciate you all coming around to pop in. And I'll see you all soon. Take care, guys.